What is going on, everyone? My name is Alex and I want to talk to you about how to invest $100 that will give you the best ROI for the investment that you make. There are a bazillion videos out there that talk about how to invest $100 profitably when you do not have a ton of money or a lot of money. I want to keep this video short and talk from my own perspective, or the way that I would do things if I would only have $100 to invest. How would I do it? What skills should I choose to upgrade? What path would I take to invest those money? Would I open an account? Would I start saving for an emergency fund? What would I do? From my own personal experience, the best way that I found to invest $100 is to upgrade my operating system, aka I want to upgrade my mindset. I know this might seem obvious, but it's not usually so obvious for other people. They might try to invest the money and earn some money in return for the investment that they made, but usually the best ROI that you get when you invest something is in your operating system and in the lenses that you put on in order to see the world. Besides telling you that you should go just buy books, you could buy, novel books, or you could buy any kind of doodling books that will teach you how to doodle, but that's not the point of doing this. I'm going to share with you 5 of the most powerful books that I've read lately, and probably that I would recommend if you and I were sitting at a table and having a coffee and you would have asked me what are the best books that you would have me read, or what are the best books that had the most impact on you. So those are the 5 books that I would recommend that you go and buy or you invest in order to upgrade your operating system. Please keep in mind that I'm going to keep the list short, condensed, and I'm not gonna give a lot of information about each book because I want you to go and discover the book yourself. I don't want to give the resume of the book, or I don't want to talk in extenso about each book so that it's a separate video all by itself. I literally want you to go and grab the book, read it, and see the way that your perspective about this world changes after you finished every single book. The first book that I recommend that you go and grab is Unscripted by MJ Demarco. This book has shaped the way that I see the world so much that I cannot recommend it enough. After you start reading the book and you begin to realize how you have been shaped by the society, about the dogma around us to follow a certain path in life, you will be shocked that you didn't even see a script in everything that we do, but it is being given to us since the day that we were born. If there is one book that I would recommend that you go read, it would probably be this one. Again, I don't want to go into much detail about the book because I don't want to spoil anything, anything. But it's a really interesting and great book to read because the author is unbiased about anything. He's gonna tell it to you bluntly, and you will have to face the reality that probably is surrounding you at this point. The second book that I would recommend you go grab for those $100 would probably be Your Money or Life by Vicky, Robbins, and Dominguez. This book is a staple in the financial independence retire early community, and it is more than just about money, about budgeting, about structuring your life in a way that you prepare yourself for financial independence and early retirement. This book goes further into defining what money actually is for us in general and what it actually represents. And you'd be surprised what money actually is when you put on the lens that they give you in the book. You will be surprised to see that money is more than just a piece of paper that we hold in our hands and that we exchange value to grab something. It is way more than that, and that will pretty much shape the way that you spend in the future because you'll start thinking in terms of what they give you in the book and not in terms of actual price. The third book that I will get, or that I would recommend that you get, is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kyiosaki. Now I know this is a staple book for financial education and financial literacy, but this is a great book to understand the difference between an asset and a liability and how the cash flow actually happens in the life of the rich people. This was probably the first book that I read that put me on the path of financial education, and it was really powerful. It really shook my world the moment that I read it, and basically I could not put it down until it was done. And it was the same not only for me but for mother too. So it is really powerful, and if it's one of the first books that you read on financial education, it's gonna shake the world a little bit for yourself. And the fun fact is that all these three books go pretty much hand in hand and talk about similar things but in a different manner. So you could grab and actually connect dots between the books, and it will shape basically your mind, and it will shape your way of viewing the world, and you could not go back to what was previous before reading the books. By the way, you can feel free to destroy the like button if you want to help the community grow, and if you feel like any of the videos or this video brings you some value, just destroy the like button because it helps with the YouTube algorithm and you'll probably help us grow a little bit more. Thank you. The fourth book that I would get if I would only have $100 would be A Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. The author explains in this book how easy it is to achieve financial independence and how you do not have to be a market genius, how you do not have to time the market, how you do not have to have superior studies in order to invest and achieve financial security and financial independence. You only need a little bit of discipline to put some money on the side and invest in future-proof low-cost ETFs or exchange traded funds that will ensure that your money grows over time due to the compound interest power, and actually more so on your power to save more every single month. It's not the compound interest that really will grow your money over time or on a very fast pace, but the amount that you put to work for you during that time. I really recommend to read this book if you really feel overwhelmed about what's happening and how much knowledge you actually need in order to begin or to start to achieve your financial independence or to begin on the financial independence journey. And it is really going to make everything simpler for you, and you will see that you don't really have to be a genie of the finance in order to begin. The last book that I would recommend that you get is The Dip by Seth Godin, and this is not a financial related book or financial education related book, but more so a book that is going to help you not give up and understand that the way that things work in today's environment and basically in every environment. We always go through a dip, and that's where most people give up on their dreams or on the thing that they actually want to build or achieve. Once you understand that, it's going to be so much easier to go through the dip, to push harder, and to keep in mind what you have to do or how long you have to go through that period in order to achieve what you want to achieve in your life. For some it might be longer, for some it might be shorter, but of course for every single one of us it is going to take some time, and it is probably going to be not so glamorous as everyone pictures it. So after buying all these books, you would still be left with $15 to $20 depending on the price that you got every single book. So you could go and grab a coffee for yourself to celebrate your first investment and start reading every single book. And by the time you finish all those 5 books, your mindset or your operating system will be so upgraded in comparison to how it was before that you would not recognize yourself anymore, or you would not see the world the way it was before you read the books. I wanted to go and actually give you a second and third option about how to invest $100, but I just realized that this might be the best ROI that you could get for the money that you invest. the way that you will see the world will never be the same, and you will be better equipped to navigate today's environment, then you will actually see why certain people succeed and certain people don't, or why certain people are broke all the time and certain people are not. So here you go, no stupid guru courses to buy, no investing in crypto, no other like magic tricks or whatever, just simple plain hard work and a few books or a few opinions about the world that will change the way you operate and you change the way that you navigate today's environment in today's world. This is probably a list that I would have given myself going back in time, and if someone would have given me this list a lot earlier than I discovered it myself, it would have probably made a big change in my life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you give at least one book a try. Until next time, take care my friends and be legendary. Don't forget to destroy the like button.